Hey guys, so today I wanted to do a video about my experience as being a pageant title holder and a pageant winner, if you don't know what title holder means. Before I get into the whole story, I'm not going to really call this a story time, even though that's kind of what it is, because I'm like telling you a story about something. Before we get into that, I want to say thank you so much for 150,000 subscribers. You have no idea how much it means to me. Like, it's crazy just to think how much I've grown, and it's all because of you guys, the viewers and subscribers. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And if you're not already subscribed, then please hit that subscribe button down below so you can be updated when I post new videos. And also, if you enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below. I just like reading them. I'll reply to some of you guys. And I hope you guys like my new background. It's not that different, but I added a candle and a new pillow and I got new lights, so I don't even know where to start. So about 2 years ago, this November, I competed in my very first pageant ever. I had never ever like been interested in competing in a pageant. Like, that was not really my thing. A previous title holder, who was actually a title holder that year, she was one of my dad's friends. She was like, why don't you enter the pageant, Canela? Like, I can help you out. And I had no idea about anything about a pageant, literally zero knowledge. So like, I was like, I mean, okay. She told me about this pageant and it's actually coming up really soon. I decided I wanted to try it out because she made it sound like a really fun opportunity, so I decided, like, why not, you know? So we started texting and stuff and I filled out my entry form and everything. I remember writing 5 facts about myself. She came over and helped me make them sound as good as possible. I just remember I was so nervous, like, sending it to the pageant coordinator. After that, she started coming over really often and she gave me a lot of dresses and stuff like that, and we went to the orientation to see what it was about, and I was like so intimidated because I saw these like really pretty girls, like huge hair and like perfect makeup and everything. And this was 2 years ago, not last year. 2 years ago, like, my makeup skills were like, you know, my eyebrows were like really high up. You can probably go see my old videos. I had braces still. Yeah, I was a sophomore in high school. So I competed in the pageant that year. It was my first time ever competing in a pageant and I got first runner-up. I was so excited. I thought I was gonna win, but like, I couldn't even believe it. It was such a fun experience. So I got first runner-up and I was like happy and everything, but I really wanted to win, you know? I wanted to see if I could win, see if I could do it. A whole year goes by and here is last year, around September, October 2015. My mentor, she was Miss Southern California Cities 2014. She was already a title holder, and she was competing again for another title, and she won the year that I competed too. So she won Miss Long Beach 2015 and I got first runner-up. A year passes, like I said, and she's like, oh, like, why don't you compete again, blah blah blah. And I had been following her, what she's been doing, because I wanted to see what it was actually like, and I decided that I really wanted to compete again because I wanted to see if I could win. She provided me with the evening gown to wear, my interview suit. I didn't prepare as much as I did the first time I competed. The first time I competed, I felt so like prepared. I was like, I'm gonna go into this, I got this. Like, I practiced so much. But last year when I competed, I didn't feel prepared. So I was feeling kind of like eh. So the day was Sunday, I think November 15th last year, 2015. So I went through the pageant, I competed. It was so much fun. It was just like the first year. I met all these great people. I met one of my really good friends, Zephyr, which I'll get to in a second. I met her, I met a bunch of other cool, really cool girls. It was just like a really fun time. I feel like speaking skills really improved from just like interacting with those girls and like the judges and stuff like that. So basically how this pageant works is, well, how it worked last year, it was interview. So this happens before the actual show of the pageant. You had the interview, which is 25% of your preliminary score. This pageant was all about being yourself, being confident. I talked about my YouTube, and I talked about my school, and what else did I talk about? I can't remember, but just stuff like that. I feel like I kind of bonded with the judges, you know? So I thought that my interviews went okay. I didn't feel great about them just because I feel like one judge was kind of like, oh. So I had my interview, and then we had like a long time before the pageant actually started at 6 p.m. So first was swimsuit, and this year they eliminated swimsuit for the first time since like 1950. It's fit wear, and the thing I love about this pageant, so I'm like kind of like flying everywhere, but that it was really focused on who you are as a person, not your looks, not your body, anything like that. So many people competed, literally people of all ages, sizes, colors, everything. It was great. I know a lot of other pageants are like, oh, you have to have like a fake tan and like perfect abs and like perfect white teeth. It's like the stereotype of a pageant. Like, you think of toddlers and tiaras, right? But this is not how this pageant was. That's why I loved it. So anyway, so we did swimsuit, and that was like kind of nerve-wracking. I walked across the stage. I was so nervous. When I was walking, I couldn't feel myself. Like, I don't know, it was really weird. I felt numb. I just like did it and posed and everything. So after swimsuit was evening gown, and we did that. We walked back and forth, and then we had finalists. There was 6 finalists, I think, for every single category. Little Miss, Miss Teen, which is what I am, Miss and Mrs. So that's kind of complicated. I don't feel like explaining it, but basically there's 8 title holders in total. There's 2 for each category. There's Little Miss, Southern California and Long Beach, and Miss Teen, Miss, and Mrs. for the 2 titles. There's 2 titles that I could possibly compete for, Miss Teen Long Beach and Miss Teen Southern California Cities. I was one of the finalists along with my friend Zephyr and a couple other people, and I met Zephyr at the pageant. Like, she had competed the year before, so we like kind of knew each other, so it was really cool. And the pageant director announced me as one of the finalists, and it was just so exciting. I was so happy. Honestly, I would have been fine ending there, you know. He asked me about my YouTube and what I kind of do with that, and I just really explained what it's about. The message that I like to send to girls, that it's okay to be who you are. You don't have to look like all these Instagram models. Like, you be yourself, you're beautiful just the way you are, all that stuff, which is what I truly believe. Yeah, I was really nervous and I feel like my voice shook a lot. Then we all went off stage and like all the other people went for all the different divisions. So, and then it was time to announce the winners for the Miss Teen division. It was like really nerve-wracking. All the finalists, well, everyone went back on stage, everyone who competed, but the finalists were like in the front, you know? So he announced Miss Teen Long Beach 2016, and that was my friend Zephyr, and I was so excited for her. I really wanted her to win. I was so excited for her. I'll insert a picture of her winning here. You can probably see me in the back like clapping so much. I was so happy for her. And then they announced first runner-up, well, they announced first runner-up first and then the winner. And then they announced first runner-up for Miss Teen Southern California Cities. And it was a girl, and I was like, oh, like what's happening? Like, am I gonna get this? I thought, you know, cause if I wasn't first runner-up, I would be a winner or a loser. Cause I got first runner-up last year, you know, so I was like, bro, like, am I gonna win or am I just like completely bombing it, you know, cause I thought I did. He goes, and Miss Teen Southern California Cities 2016 is, and he like, takes the longest pause ever. I was like, oh my goodness. And then he said, Canela Trigueros. And I was like, my heart dropped and I just like couldn't stop smiling. It was just such a cool moment being crowned. I won and I was so excited, and just like sitting up there and like all the pictures that were being taken of Zephyr and I, because we're like the Miss Teens, you know? So yeah, that's how I won. I won with Zephyr, who I really wanted to win. I was so excited that I had one of my good friends with me, so like we could be the whole year together, and we have been. We're still friends, obviously. Honestly, if I could give a tip, if you're like thinking, if you're watching this video and you like want to compete in a pageant or just in general, how I won, I think, was really showing who I was, like my personality, not trying to be some fake like, oh yeah, like I'm perfect, like I'm so involved in everything, you know? I was just really myself. Oh my goodness, eye contact I feel like was really a really major thing. It was so intimidating to look at the judges, and that there were 2 former Miss USA, so I was like, bro, and they were so pretty. I didn't try to be like, yes, no, world peace. I was just kind of like myself, how I do this, I did that, I wasn't ashamed. This whole year, I'll just tell you a couple little things that I've done this year just because I don't want this video to be too long. One of the first events that was after my crowning was the Christmas parade, and this is like a really big thing where I live, and it's like everyone comes from all the high schools in my district and everything. And I wore a white dress and my crown and sash, and I rode in this gorgeous white convertible. Zephyr and I were sitting next to each other because we're the Miss Teens. And I saw so many people from my school because like they were marching in the parade too, like the band and like ASB and dance and stuff like that. I literally just sat there like a princess, and I was like, and yeah, so that was so fun. That was like one of the best experiences ever, just because I felt like so special, I don't know. So what I won, other than a crown and a sash and like the title of Miss Teen Southern California Cities 2016, I won a $2,000 appearance contract. So there was like 33 events I think over the course of the year. We had a monthly beach cleanup. The pageant director, he has a non-profit, so we were kind of the hostesses of all of his events. So it was really reaching out to the community, and like I met a lot of people. I feel like I improved so much on my speaking skills, how I interact with people, just how to give a really good first impression and stuff like that. So it's crazy that it's almost over. Like, I'm so sad. Just like such an amazing experience. I just wanted to tell you guys about it because I don't know if a lot of people know this, you know, not everyone follows me on Instagram and Twitter, which is why I like talked about it. I'm gonna go get my crown and sash really quick so I can show you. Here I have my crown put on like this most of the time. Okay, and then I have my sash. If you follow me on social media, you'll probably see me in this, but it says Miss Teen Southern California Cities 2016. Let's go like this. We have to wear cocktail attire, which means like, you know, dresses. Yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and leave any comments you have down below. I always read them. And if you haven't subscribed, then please make sure to subscribe. It means a lot, so you can be updated on when I post and stuff like that. Love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. Mwah.